Okay, alright, let's go.
Hey,
yo! What's up? It's your boy RHG.
And your boy S to the M to the F.
And we back, fam. It's
Live
another video.
out here.
Huh? Out here in these
Come on.
streets, fam. Huh?
Come on.
Like
Yeah.
how
Popcorn players.
Yeah, like popcorn players.
Yeah.
Okay. Still, if you know, you know, fam.
If you know, you know.
If you don't, yeah. Yes, Steve, bro.
Get with the program.
Yes, Steve, fam. Yo.
So today's topic, we are talking about our parents dealt with mental distress of kids in the 90s, as we are all 90s kids here, I presume. One millennial.
By 1 year.
One year.
Yeah. I'm still classified as a 90s kid though.
No, but you
I-
bro. Sorry, man. Yeah.
I was brought up as a 90s
Yeah,
kid.
you're not with the gang though. on paper, my G.
What does it fall like? He's a Gen X or a
Listen.
Gen Z?
I can walk out this
someone.
door right now.
Hey yo, it's your boy RHG.
Okay, yeah, we are making a bit of light of this topic, but
Yeah.
do understand these are just
Yeah.
our personal opinions and views.
Yeah.
We are not psychologists. We are not trying to change your parents.
Yeah.
We are not trying to give you actual advice. If you do need advice or counseling, please contact a professional.
Yeah.
Do not follow us. We are stupid idiots.
Yeah, we deal with it our own ways, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, we all experience these things, so
Yeah.
I mean,
I believe we do.
we with you in the struggle, fam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna talk about my personal experience first before I dive into your guys' thoughts.
Okay.
When I was growing up, I had a messed up temper as a kid.
Mm.
Now, no fault to my dad, he worked a lot. So my mom dealt with most of it. And yeah, like I didn't understand the stance that they have because most parents kind of do the whole thing of you'll grow out of it, let's
Yeah.
pray about
Yeah.
it, let's move it away. But yeah, when your kid is trying to punch holes in the back of his door, please talk to him.
Yeah, nah. It's
It's
at this
getting
point.
serious.
At this point, no boy's not trying to be
Yeah,
the
nah.
next Goku or something. Bro.
Right.
No, it's like real.
Have you ever do you remember that kid on the playground that was like, okay, now we're gonna get into a fight now and gets punched one time in the chest and he does the whole Goku Super Saiyan power?
Man's there like, oh my goodness, bro.
Man's about to go
Man's
Super
there like,
So from your perspective though, Svenny, I know you have a cool head. Do you have any stories for us there on your end? Of anything that happened to you when you was a kid?
I
that
mean-
you felt like you could have dealt with it a bit differently, or maybe your parents could have reacted a bit differently? We're not acting anybody's parents yet.
Yeah. Now, with me, I just the fact that like, how can I say, my in primary school, I was very fidgety. Still am. And it actually came to a point in grade 4 where I was in class and like me and this teacher, we hated each other. Like it was on that part. Like I would never do my homework, and she would pop off at me every single day. Got to the point where she threw my book outside the door. You see, and then she had a meeting with my parents, and she told my parents that I had ADHD or ADD as well. Like one of the two, I should go get tested. But my parents' reaction was she doesn't know what she's talking about, basically. And looking back on that now, only finding out like a few years ago or something like that, it makes a lot of sense on why I act the way I was, even why I was so quiet as well. You know, I was in my own space. Like when I dealt with problems, it was mainly like in my own mind. I never spoke about anything. I was always the quiet kid with certain people though.
Yeah.
Like I was always the quiet kid. I was just there by myself. I did not mind being alone. I still don't mind being alone, but that's just like that. I grew out of the whole quiet phase, but I enjoy my, you know. So yeah, that's one.
On that, what you were just talking about now. How can a teacher give a perspective on whether a kid needs to be medicated or not? I don't
I don't
that.
think it comes from like a point of medicated, you know. It's
No.
more like,
From that point, they were like, the teacher told my parents that I need to be put on Ritalin because of this.
Now you see me have a problem with that. Yeah, I do, because you know, me being Jared, you know, always suggested these stuff, but never ever. For the main part being that that's like the cure isn't always medicine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
It's actually dealing with the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what I get from what your teacher like try to do, it's very poor what she tried to do, but it's the main fact of, you know, like pointing it out, right? Because there's one thing you must remember is that your parents don't see you the way your teacher does. You know what I'm
Because you're
saying?
different when you're at home or when you're
Yeah.
at school. Yeah.
So they can see, no, I wouldn't say faults, but your hiccups.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So they really can't do anything about it but tell the parents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's always on the parents to make that choice. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Now,
I get that.
where it comes like to me now, like I had a friend in primary school and he hated taking Ritalin, like hated it, bro. But his parents told him like you need to take this, right? So every single day, nah, I was his best friend. So his parents told the teachers, and I was forced to go with him to the bathroom to make sure that he takes his tablet. You understand? Now
Not
that
to mention to not make it seem so obvious.
yeah,
like to
yeah,
the
to
other
other
kids
kids,
that
yeah.
this is what the student is
Yeah,
going through.
yeah,
These
yeah.
kids are mean.
Yeah.
Kids
Yeah.
are pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Like I have one, but he's awesome.
But like the main thing that comes from that, man, what it does to you, what it woke me up to, man, is like the scariness of what drugs can do. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you would go from being this, you know, to like wham, you know what I'm saying? Like chill. And for me, it just doesn't work when there's something in you that's keeping you from being 100%.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
But what if he actually went to a professional? Maybe that was the case with him.
Nah, bro. Like you should see that dude now. Like
Was it just his folks? How are you able to just buy Ritalin over the counter? Like you
I don't know if it's an over-counter thing, you know, but what I'm
Yeah.
saying is like it's the
But-
basic fact that it takes things, you know what I'm saying? You need to like work mentally with your child through
Yeah,
these
yeah,
things. You
yeah.
know,
You-
it's
that's
not
like-
like look here, I don't have time, like just do
like
that.
I
you know what I'm
said,
saying?
they want to take the easy route out.
Yeah.
Same thing with my teacher.
Yeah.
Like she thought, okay, this child is a distraction
Yeah.
in class.
Yeah.
How can I
get
fix
him-
this problem?
yeah,
How can
yeah.
I fix this problem with the quickest and simplest way possible?
Yeah.
Ritalin.
Yeah.
To just calm him down. And I believe if I had to go on Ritalin at that age, it would have messed me up.
Yeah.
Because I'm already the quiet kid on my own vibe, you know. Put me on Ritalin and I'll be like practically dead.
Yeah,
Like,
just
I'll just be there like
Yeah. And like
know?
I don't know all like the benefits and stuff too. All of the,
There
but-
definitely are benefits.
Yeah, like I'm not saying there's not, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, but like on the side of like for me, it always comes down to you as a person.
Yeah.
It's scary when you are not
When you're not yourself.
anymore.
I
And-
like the way that we get those perspective on things because now we have one perspective where actually the parents got it right,
Yeah.
and we have one case now where we feel,
Yeah.
it's in our opinion that
Yeah.
perhaps,
But you see, this comes back to what I was like.
perhaps someone got it wrong.
It comes back to what I was writing down. It basically comes down to when you start off, right, as a child, like you with Ray and Nicole,
Yeah.
right, the attentive level, right, that the care, the
Yeah.
focus on the child is high.
Yeah.
So when you start off, right, your level of your age, right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can put it on a graph,
Yeah.
age to intensity of attention.
Yeah.
And slowly, as you get older, the attention level fades
Yes.
as the age goes up.
Yes,
You know what I'm
yes,
saying?
yes.
And I don't put fault on parents because at the end of the day, we all have things to do. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
100% always be there
With
for
your child. Yeah.
Like I've got a cushy job, therefore I have this now a benefit that other parents don't, where I can be more attentive to my
Yeah.
kid
Yeah.
than other parents. So you kind of rely on your village when you.
It's
too
not
busy.
it's not even a village thing, man.
No, man, you know that old saying, man. Like,
Yeah,
It takes a village to raise a
Village
kid.
to-
Yeah,
yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. Like you kind of rely and lean onto your neighbor to the left and the right of you to
Yeah.
catch
Yeah.
the teacher now in that
Yeah.
perspective. To catch things
But
that you don't.
The thing is like what you said, you know, like it's what like I think I'll do with my child. Like I won't always 100% just listen to what the
Yeah.
teacher says. Because yes, there is a level of now your outside the house parent is now your guardians, your teachers and stuff like that. But in the same way, you need to interact with these people as well to know what's going on
Yeah.
with your child, because once once something's missing there, you know, if something traumatic happens to the child, like with a lot of cases, bullying at school,
Yeah.
half the children don't go home and complain about it.
It's like they're scared
Yeah.
of the fact that they letting someone else walk over them.
Yeah.
And they're scared of, like, if they do say something,
Yeah.
it's gonna get a lot worse.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it goes the same way as a toddler. You're emotionally taught how to react to
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
And you'll react the same way later on in your life.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, if your parents are fighting, okay, when you're small, they'll send you to your room, then they'll do their thing.
Yeah.
Right? So now you know it's being like put in your head. Like, if it happens a lot, it's being put in your head that when you see confrontation, you move away.
Yeah.
You know,
avoid it.
you're trying to avoid the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it happens in the smallest things, you know, like someone can just chirp at you at work, and you just like, even if you're right, you know, it's just like, you know, like,
Maybe
my
I,
bad,
maybe I
you know.
did something wrong,
Yeah.
you know, like.
and
so,
it's
yeah, I
it's
get
scary that people don't realize how the smallest things like that you don't speak about, you don't talk, you don't say, or you don't notice that it can get you into certain situations where it's just like, well, this is what it is now.
Yeah.
And you don't know how you got there, because
Yeah.
I mean it's got trained to you from
Yeah,
while
from-
you're younger
yeah.
already, you know.
Yeah,
It's a very
I get
scary
you.
thing, bro.
So yeah, today's topic was fire.
Yeah, so catch us in part 2 right over there.
Or there.
Over there, over there, over there.
Maybe, yeah.
Over there. Like, or maybe over here, bro. Right over here. This cuteness.
Come
This
on.
cuteness. Yeah, you know you want more, man. Peace.